Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll get to know more about Mark Henry, a famous powerlifter, strongman and retired professional wrestler who is a two-time world champion in WWE. Now if you guys are ready, let's get started.
Mark Jerrold Henry, better known as Mark Henry, was born on June 12, 1971, in a small town Silsbee in East Texas. He's an American strongman, powerlifter, Olympic weightlifter, and retired professional wrestler. Throughout his career, Henry is a two-time Olympian, a silver, gold, bronze medalist at the Pan American Games, WDFPF World Champion, and a two-time U.S. National Champion, as well as a two-time World Champion in WWE. He currently works for the company as a backstage producer. Henry comes from a family in which almost of the men are larger than average, especially his great-uncle, who was 6 feet 7, with approximately 500 pounds. He was raised with his brother, Pat, by his father, Ernest Henry, and his wife, Barbara. His father passed away when he was 12 years old, and 2 years later, Mark was diagnosed with dyslexia. Mark has been active in sports since an early age. He was a big wrestling fan, and Andrade, the Giant, was his favorite wrestler. While attending Silsbee High School, he started playing football for the school's team until he became a senior, when he suffered from ligaments injuries. So he transferred to lifting weights, and by the time he was 18, he was named as the world's strongest teenager by the Los Angeles Times. Speaking about his personal life, Mark Henry has been married to Gianna Henry since 2005, with whom he has 2 children, Jacob and Joanna. Their current residence is in Austin, Texas. Mark first became famous when he won Olympic medals 2 times in 1992 and then again in 1996. He has won the silver, gold, and the bronze medal in the Pan American Games, as well in 1995. Mark then became the drug-free world champion in 1995 as a powerlifter. He has also won the U.S. National Championship twice in 1995 and again 2 years later. Currently, he still holds the world drug-free powerlifting records in the squat, deadlift, and total, and the US APL American record in the deadlift since 1995. He's credited for the biggest raw squat and raw powerlifting total ever performed by a drug-tested athlete, regardless of weight class, as well as the greatest raw deadlift by an American citizen. Some of his wins in weightlifting include the U.S. National Weightlifting Champion in 1993, 1994, and 1996, the U.S. Olympic Festival Championship in 1993 and 1994, and the NACAC Championship of 1996. Henry holds all 3 senior U.S. American weightlifting records from 1993 to 1997, and has won the first annual Arnold Strongman Classic in 2002. Henry began wrestling for the World Wrestling Federation in 1996 and was signed to a 10-year contract after competing in the 1996 Summer Olympics. To speak of his accomplishments in the WWE, he is a 1-time WWF European Champion and a 2-time World Champion, having held the ECW Championship in 2008 and WWE's World Heavyweight Championship in 2011. His first winning the ECW Championship, Henry became only the fourth African-American World Champion in WWE history. After WrestleMania 33, which was held in January 2017, Henry retired and transitioned into a backstage producer role. In April 2018, Henry was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2018. As of 2021, the net worth of Mark Henry is estimated to be over $6 million. Henry and his family currently live in a 4,518 square foot custom home in Austin, Texas. Built in 2001, the home has 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms and a half, and offers outdoor entertaining areas, swimming pool with arched fountains, outside fireplace, 3-car garage, plus lake and hill country views. Apart from his successful career in sports, Mark Henry has also made his film debut, appearing in the role of Todd Beamer in MacGruber 2010, which was followed by starring in the films A Haunted House Part 2 2014 and Incarnate 2015. All of these roles have added to the overall size of his net worth. Most wrestlers who get sent out from the WWE main roster to developmental will ultimately get released. Mark Henry was one of the few who proved that he could ultimately benefit a wrestler in the right scenario. WWE sent Henry down to OVW from 2000 to 2002 to improve his conditioning and in-ring skills. Henry was humbled after a hit or a mid-start to his wrestling career. The endgame saw Henry become a star later in his career, with the process paying off in the long run. In March 2019, Henry pledged to donate his brain to CTE research once he dies.
How do you think about our video? Leave a comment to let us know, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe to support us. Thank you for watching and see you later on our MLP channel.